Good morning, Wildcats. Today's April 24th, and this is your Wildcat TV news. Students, remember to turn in your field trip form to attend Take Your Child to Work Day. If you don't have a form, ask your teacher or go to the office.
Those of you attending prom, please stay to the end of the video as we have an important PSA for you.
On the 29th, we'll be having an ESC Spirit Week. Check out the FFEA Instagram account to check for each Spirit Week theme.
The Summer's Youth Internship is now available to register. Check out our Instagram account and scan the QR code for more information, or go to room 229.
Quote of the day.
Don't forget to fall in love with yourself first. Carrie Bradshaw. That is it for today. Have a great Wildcat Day.
Everything's changed because of one decision.
Tyler has passed away. These were the 4 words that I will never forget.
These are people that their lives have been affected. So from our perspective, really, we just really want to send the message that one decision can affect their life.
I was shell-shocked. There was no way I would drink and drive. I knew better. The report would later reveal that there's no skid marks, and we know US 19 has a high speed limit, so at a high rate of speed, no skid marks, construction truck, plus me. We don't have to be Bill Nye to know what happens at a high rate of speed. Full impact, no helmet, no skid marks, smacked right into the rear of this construction truck. I actually hit the truck with such force that, well, you remember from Scooby-Doo when Scooby and Shaggy would see a ghost or something and their eyes pop out and Jinkies! Well, if you can see from the x-ray, my eyes actually popped out of my head. I hit the truck so hard that my eyes were dangling from my head. I was suffering from multiple organ failure, traumatic brain injury where actually it was a flap of skull that had to be put back together. But my brain was bleeding and swelling, and I was dying quickly. I heard later that all the nurses and doctors that were on my case, they didn't think I was going to make it past that night. They got a hold of my mom hours later and gave her the call that no parent, friend, teacher, anyone wants to get. It's that, yes, Ms. Jenkins, we are rushing your son into immediate surgery. Luckily, I made it past that night and I started to recover. I was in ICU for 70 days. Over 2 months, everything changed. That one night changed the rest of my life. Mom lost her job, lost her house, medical bill of over $1 million. November 5th, 2013 was the day that changed my life forever, but January 22nd, a few months later, was the day that changed me. Today I found out this was all because of drinking and driving. There was a little voice in my head. Was it worth it? Is it worth all of this? No, it wasn't at all.
It wasn't until we got home from school that we realized something had happened to Tyler.
When I got home from school, my grandfather was at our house. He sat me down in his lap and said, "Tyler has passed away." These were the 4 words that I will never forget. Over the next 2 days, we learned that Tyler was a passenger in the car that was driven by one of his fraternity brothers, who drove at approximately 75 miles per hour into a tree. The driver was drunk and under the influence of marijuana.
This is the seat my brother was sitting in. Can you imagine your brother, sister, or someone that you loved in the seat with their blood all over the airbag and all over the car? Tyler had a seatbelt on, but that and the airbag could not save him. We can't begin to describe the anger and the loss that our family went through and continues to manage each day, knowing that we will never get to see him again. My sister wanted to give up everything. We didn't want to go to school, eat or sleep, and certainly not play basketball. But with our parents, brothers, my sister, encouragement, we went to basketball practice. Slowly we realized, even though Tyler was not physically there, To see us play, He was there in our hearts and gave us the strength to keep playing.
I think it was really interesting and good for us to kind of understand how to make decisions wisely, especially when they can just change our lives in a matter of a second.
It not only affects the families and the people, it affects you because you have to live with that you did that.
So AAA Promise really is a program where they pledge beforehand that they're not going to drink alcohol or take drugs, that they're not going to drive under the influence, that they're not going to let their friends drive under the influence, and then they'll contact their parents so they can get home safely.
This was a lot better program, a lot more effective than just sitting in health class and having a teacher tell you not to drink and drive.